Hi! Today I'm going to show you how to make a simply sweet handmade card idea using the new Stampin' Up! Summer Shadows dies. Haven't seen the Summer Shadows dies before? Well, if so, that's because they're brand new and part of the Stampin' Up! 2021 Sale-a-bration Special Part 2. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 20 years, I've been teaching others how to create their own hand-stamped smiles. Sale-a-bration is the best time of year. It used to be only at the beginning of the year, but this year we're having a second Sale-a-bration, and your orders earn free Sale-a-bration gifts. In just a moment, I'll tell you more. Here's a closer view of the Summer Shadows dies. It's part of the 2021 Stampin' Up! Sale-a-bration Special Part 2. And so with that, here's the brochure filled with a lot of free gifts with purchase. Most of them are free with a $50 order, but there are two that are free with $100, and the Summer Shadows dies are one of them. So a $100 purchase before shipping and sales tax, you can get this set absolutely for free. And it's like, oh, this is fabulous. So you've got the solid flower, then you can put the detail over top and with that, and then the leaves and a couple solid leaves. But you're looking at these images like, wait a minute, that looks like they should go around stamped image. They do. They coordinate with the shaded summer stamp set. Now this is from the 2021-2022 Stampin' Up! Catalog, and I got this right away and wished for dies, and wishes come true. So you can purchase this and the other things I'm showing you, or whatever you'd like, to get your order up to $100 to be able to get this absolutely for free. So we're going to use this, but first I need to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine so we can make a simply sweet handmade card. So I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So next what we need to do is build what they call a sandwich to build up to the appropriate thickness to cut with the Summer Shadows dies. So we'll start with plate number 1, and you don't have to memorize this. It's on here, how to cut with the thin dies and the embossing folders. And then because we are using a thin metal die, we need plate number 2. Slide that right on top. And then a cutting plate, which is a number 3. There we go. And now some cardstock. So I have here the Magenta Madness with this flower from the Summer Shadows dies. And then I have some Granny Apple Green. Aren't those two fabulous together? And there we go. Cute. Stem and leaves. Perfect. And now I have some basic black cardstock, and we're going to use the Ornate Frames dies. Aren't these fantastic? This little one, this little frame, put that right on there. Okay. And I'm not die cutting an image, so they don't have to be perfectly on there. I just need them to stay on there. And then we'll finish with another cutting plate, a number 3. See, this is how they look. They start off beautiful like this, and before you know it, they are all etched, but that's the point of them. So I placed that on there. I didn't want to scoot it because I do want them to hold in place. And then with a simple crank, I love how easy the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine cuts through, or just cranks through. And then we get all of these great die cut images for our simply sweet handmade card. The die cutting's done, so now we have just a little bit of stamping to do, and I'm going to be stamping directly onto my card base, the Marvelous Magenta cardstock, using the Lots of Thanks stamp set from the Penguin Place stamp set. How cute is this? This is from the July through December 2021 Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog, available starting August 3rd in my online store. Cutest thing ever. All right, and so because I'm stamping right on my base, that would waste a lot of cardstock if I messed up. So to avoid that, I'm going to use my Stamparatus so I get that perfect placement every time. So the Penguin Place stamp set, it's a photopolymer stamp set, that clear rubber, so it doesn't have the foam in it. So this is how it comes, but it comes with a black mat, but this deluxe foam mat, I love it because it has the grids on it. You can pick that up with the Stamparatus. All right, so I need to put that on there to build it up to make it high enough so it stamps well. And so I'm going to take my card and place it right here. Oh, before I do that, it has a couple super strong magnets that come with it, and they store underneath, and they're separated for a good reason, because if they touch each other, they break. Yeah, and I've done that more than once. All right, so I've taken this off, and I have only one in my hand. I want to keep them away from each other. One thing I love about the design of the Stamparatus is that it's open on these two ends. I need my card to be open to get my greeting right where I want it. So how convenient is that? So one of our super strong magnets there and one down here. All right, and so I'm going to stamp in black. So I'm going to use the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. Take that lid off, and here's my greeting all lined up, ready to go. So give that a good inking. Then I'll come over here and stamp. So you can see how convenient that'll be for me. Just put in one piece after another, and the same for you when you're making multiples of a card, or you just really want that perfect placement. You know, those long greetings, have you ever, that's the last thing you do and it's crooked? Like, you've got to be kidding me. After all that I've done, I did that crooked. So I'm going to get that perfect placement every time. Love the Stamparatus, and if you don't have one, add that to your list, and what a great time during Sale-a-bration, because that'll help you earn a free gift with purchase. All there's left to do is to assemble. I know, it's sweet how simple this card is to make and quick. So I'm going to use one of the patterns from the Beautifully Penned Designer Series paper, another one of the free gifts with purchase from the 2021 Stampin' Up! Sale-a-bration Special Part 2. All right, so this is free with a $50 order. That's going to be popular. The black and white is fabulous, or you can color it. And so I chose this, the little polka dots, not perfectly symmetrical, just, again, sweet. Oh, look at that pattern. So what I have here is my Stampin' seal, and, you know, I usually say an inch in each corner, and that's only about a couple inches, so I'll just run across the whole thing. And talking about measurements, I'll have a link to my blog post under the video, so you can find out all the measurements. It'll be easy for you to make this card too. Cute. All right, and see our frame. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so I want to put it, here we go, on here so you can see. I'm just going to use some more of the Stampin' seal. Okay, sometimes I have to help it along, but I'm okay with that. Okay. So just a little bit. There we go. Fantastic. And put this right in the center. I knew it needed a little bit something more, my simple flower. And now that you see the Daffodil Delight, well, what we're going to do is just trim off a piece of that. Real low tech. And glue this on. We just need to cover those holes. And when you see the yellow coming through, it's just fabulous. There we go. And so we need a little bit more adhesive for our leaf and stems. Okay. Tuck this in here. Come down, there we go. So it's right in here. And oh, that looks so cute. And then my favorite, I call it accessory, but we know it's not. It's an adhesive. The Stampin' Dimensionals, these foam adhesive dots. Instead of just letting this lay on there flat, we're going to put this on the back and give it a lift, which just will make it extra special. And there we go. Look at that, framed, that black around it, peeking through our framed little flower, and simply sweet. That's all there's to it. It's like I said, when you place your $50 or more August 2021 Stampin' Up! Order with me in my online store or by phone, I'm going to send you one of my Simply Sweet handmade cards. And Sale-a-bration, August 3rd, you'll be able to pick this up and do a Simply Sweet card like this, or just so much more, and even more when you add the Shaded Summer stamp set to your order. If you'd like to make my Simply Sweet handmade card idea using the Summer Shadows dies, all the supplies are listed below the video, and starting August 3rd, 2021, your order of $100 or more placed in my online store will earn the Summer Shadows dies absolutely for free. So August 3rd, get on over to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.